La. Okay. La 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 la. You're not live yet. Not live yet. You gotta go live now. Okay. NIS, and then the NIS would send that client the information they need for their computer session. There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your legs are looking nice, Michelle.
Yeah. Animals are dying in large numbers. Huge fish kills of the Ohio in the Ohio River.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this works better now. I'll turn my other volume on so you can hear. Okay, I'm not seeing any modulation on transmit on the microphone. So, what's going on with the microphone? Is it plugged in? Yeah. It's not modulating and transmit. What the hell? Okay. It's like, hold on a minute. Let's just test this. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is this. What the heck? Okay, here we go. All right, now you can hear me. I think you can hear me. Let me go ahead and start this chat over because it turns out that the thing was set to using the wrong input stage. And I didn't realize that until I happened to look back down and I see it was using USB mic. And USB mic is completely different. So it was not getting the sound because I was using USB mic instead. How you doing, guys? Can you hear me now? Hi, Kitten Cat. How you doing? Welcome to the show, everybody. And I apologize for the sound problems. I hope it's working now because I checked everything. I dotted my I's. I crossed my T's. I checked to make sure I was grabbing the right network connections because last time I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so first of all, let's get started with the basics. And I was just trying to say this before, and I on the other stream is up front. It is too presumptuous to assume that I'm going to move in with Noodles at this point, because we've only been in his house one time. Okay, and that's asking too much. You know, I definitely know that Noodles would definitely be very certain to make sure that he doesn't want to see me ever be homeless. Could someone go on the other stream and tell them that we're live on this stream? Because I don't think they really know we're live on this stream. And I really kind of want people to know that. So, if we was ever to move to Doodle's house, it's not going to be anytime near now, okay? It's not going to happen because the reasons are very clear. How can I move to Noodle's house? I'll be imposing on him, crowding him out, making him basically feel like I'm basically stealing his home from him. Well, maybe not, but he definitely would have to be somebody that he personally trusts, and I think that would be a big one. Okay, so I don't really know what's the future is with that, but I thought I would at least make sure we understood each other. That we had a great time yesterday. We had a good time yesterday. We did a lot of good stuff together yesterday. And that's really true. Let me just check commercials here. Get past it. All right, so we know the sound works fine. All right, that's all you need to hear. I don't need to hear commercial go. Get it here, get it here, get it here, get it here, get it there, get it here, get it there, get it here, get it there, get it here. Okay, whatever. So I don't know. Ed would be the most biggest casualty of any such move. Ed would be the biggest casualty of any such move. He's such a meatball. He doesn't even know how he would manage to get things done if I wasn't here. Ed's health is going down the shitter. You know that. Because he chose not to get it serviced. Kim Cass said you should use an ad blocker like Cat. I do on my desktop, but I'm monetized. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to block my own ads. That's a good point. But I do on my desktop, but I don't have it on my phone. I do on my desktop, but I don't have it on my phone. Because first of all, it's just a minor annoyance for the ads usually, so I don't really make a big deal about it. Yeah, sorry about that. How you doing, Ernie? Or Irina Marie? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So, unfortunately, I think Leather King is still on the other channel. Could someone tell him I'm over here? Because I don't think he knew. It couldn't speak out loud, so I couldn't tell people that I'm on the other channel. I'm glad to know you're doing fine. So someone could let Noodles know that I'm like, oh, you know what I'll do? Let me text him the other link I just put up. Let me just share this out to him, because I don't think he knows that we're live on this channel. I don't think he knew why the end of that stream came over here. Let me explain one thing about the software. The first thing is that you will know is when you're using the YouTube's webcam software. If you are in a hurry and you just keep clicking next to go live, it's going to possibly select the wrong options. When you have as many USB ports as I do. I have, oh my lord, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 USB 3.0 ports, 5 USB 2.0 ports, 4 FireWire of 800 ports, plus a hub, plus which is in the monitor and the USB 3.0 port, plus 3 webcams. Plus, in other words, I got plenty of ports. And the problem is that if you don't know which thing is going to be the port of the day, you're going to select the wrong port. And then you're going to go like, where is everybody? Well, guess what? Everybody can't hear you because you selected the wrong port. And what are you going to do then? Not much. You can do. You selected the wrong port. Now you got to quit the program because you can't change it live on the spot. Unlike like Google Meets. Google Meets, I could change it live on the spot. There's also Google Meets online. There's also Google Meets live, which I've never used. I don't even know how that works. Hi, Paul. How you doing? I don't even know how Google Meets live works. I know how it used to work when it was Google Hangouts on air. You would go through and you would select when you're streaming, set up the stream, you say select Google Meets on air. and that usually worked. How you doing, Krista? It took me a little while to get on. I got on the wrong show first, and ended up making a problem with the sound. So if I wanted to go live, okay, so let's just see. I want to see if I can figure this out here because I'm curious. So let me go ahead and create another tab here. So I'm going to go ahead and create a Google Meets. Okay, so I'm going to go create a Meets Google.com, and I wanted to see if I can go stream new meeting, learn more about Google Meet, get a link you can share, right? So let's say I want to do a new meeting. Okay, start instant schedule in the Google Calendar, meeting for later, instant meeting. So this, most we did was to create something that's like StreamYard, so you can actually add others to the meet. But the thing is I'm not seeing on this thing is how you would do a Google Meets on air, because there's no option to do that. So what would have been working out great for me isn't work for me. Hi, Vicky, how you doing? Tin Cat, you should use, okay. So I was gonna try StreamYards. StreamYards worked fine for Noodle's house until Milton John got in and dropped a big fat male member in my video in StreamYards. And the MacBook struggled, but it didn't do too bad. But it's just an example of the kind of thing that seriously makes me go, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because it's only 800 by like 1024 by 800 screen or something like that. So what happens is it's a 16 by 9 resolution. So I think it's 1250 by 800. But the problem is the behind the stage guests are these little icons, and they're scrolling out the bottom of the screen. And here you have a person who's registered blind, and they're trying to find them and join them, but you want to keep the commentator on front. And then immediately when this is my option to turn that off, where it says, do not change camera automatically on StreamYards. If there is, then I might use it more. But if there isn't, sorry, but for $20 a month, you can basically stuff it, because I'm not paying $20 a month for something that's going to give me less security, less feeling that I have control of my streams. Yeah, she's a mess. Lady Milton's a mess. All right, just accept that for your answer. So, the point is, number one, I am not necessarily moving into Noodle's house, and it's too soon to even discuss that. Okay, it's too soon. Too soon. In the future, maybe. Talk to me in about 3 months. Talk to me in 6 months. Then we'll talk. Right now, it's too soon. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely would like to have a good time and everything, and I had a good time at Noodles yesterday. Let's talk about that. New York City. Didn't talk much with New York City. How you doing, Pete? The reason I didn't stream live from New York City like Noodles was doing was the fact that my rear-facing camera was broken. And it got broken because my phone got rattled to death when I mounted on my walker to shoot some street scenes at Winsted some time ago. And unfortunately, it's going to cost me about $350 to send it to Apple to get it fixed. Now, you might be asking, and you wouldn't be too far from asking, is it really worth it to send the iPhone to Apple to get fixed? Well, here's something to keep in mind. This has got a brand new battery in it. It's what? I put a battery in this October. Okay? Paid $29. It's got a brand new battery in it. The thing still looks like roadkill. I thought that was a reasonable choice. Get a battery in it so at least the battery doesn't explode, which would have been real bad. The iPhone SE2, which is not this one, this is iPhone 8, which fits the same case as the iPhone 8. So it would fit my Mophie juice back and everything like the iPhone 8. T-Mobile is offering one under EIP. If you want to get one under EIP. Or you could buy a so-called refurbished one from some seller on eBay, like I did with this one, but the battery's not guaranteed. What do you mean, the battery replacement? Well, I think the battery replacement was a good thing. At the time, like I said, I don't usually use my rear-facing camera. We still got a microphone problem. You already heard the when we live stream with Wi-Fi. The built-in earpiece on it is messed up, and I can't really hear without using the speaker. And I definitely do need a new phone. Now, I did look for a few choices. I'm thinking about buying a new phone, like you said. I mean, I might buy a bigger phone. The iPhone 10, 12, 13, 14. Woo-wee! Expensive hardware. Way more than I could afford. No, I'm not going to spend $1,400 for a phone. That's ridiculous. Oh, and now we have electronic solder to the board eSIMs, and you can't easily change your SIMs. Oh, that's going to suck. I mean, how do you load the SIMs in? Do you slide them in? No. They don't use SIMs. They have, at least the American ones don't. So you want to get a phone with a SIM chip, you got to buy the European iPhone. And hope to God it's not locked O2 or TELUS or one of the European providers. So you can put in the SIM card and use it in the USA. I thought the whole idea of having GSM LTE was to keep things standardized between countries. No, I don't know if that's entirely true. I think some iPhone stuff is nice. For example, the way I share things on the iPhone is a lot easier than it is on Android. It's true. Okay? It seamlessly integrates my Discord phone calls in with my regular phone calls. So if somebody calls me on Discord and I missed a call, it shows up on the missed calls, and I just tap the name and it just calls them back on Discord. Or if they're a regular phone call, it just rings them back as a regular phone call. Or if they got both, it lets me choose. So, like, if I want to call Tiger Kitty, it lets me choose between either calling Tiger Kitty on the phone or calling Tiger Kitty on Discord. How can you go wrong with that? Yeah, it's the same Gmeet as always. It hasn't changed. Let me get over there. There we go. Yes, it's the same Gmeet as always. What else am I going to be? No. What's the donation link up to? Donate link. Yeah. Copy that link for me. Post it for those people who keep blocking Nightball all the time. Okay, someone's coming on panel. Hi, Skynet, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Michelle?
It's going all right. So, yeah, I had a good time in New York yesterday. And just like our 1130 found out, is because I sometimes can't hear the sound of cars, I'm almost at the risk of always becoming road pizza.
Well, Michelle, you should never walk into traffic without looking both ways.
I do. I do look both ways.
Well, then you're not. I mean, if you look both ways, I don't think your risk is that high.
In New York City.
Michelle, when I lived in New York City, I took my dog, from where I'm from out there, and she was not used to the city. So because of all the people and the traffic and stuff, she would always pull me into the street. I would joke that she was suicidal because she would always be pulling me into the street. She did not want to walk on the sidewalk.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you one thing I discovered about New York City, and it's no surprise. It is very, very busy.
Yes, very busy.
And
did you have a chance?
We went to the Brooklyn Dumbo DUMBOs.
Dumbo,
yeah.
Yep. Dumbo. That's a big art area.
Yeah, that's a big art area. Very expensive wallets. I was gonna get one for my replacement wallet, and she told me it was $125, and it was very nice. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't have that on me," which I don't.
Did you try to barter with her?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Given her,
I didn't have anything to barter with.
No, you could have given her access to your OnlyFans account and be like, "Hey, look,
I mean, did I haggle? No, I didn't think of haggling.
Yeah, you're like, I'll give you free access to my OnlyFans. I'll make you a moderator on my channel."
Right, traffic does move slow, but the thing, like I said, is so we went to, and please, somebody make sure Leather King knows I'm here, because I think he's still looking for me on the other stream. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we went to the pizza place, the Inarios or Invarios Pizza. I had pizza there. It was okay. It's better than Noli's and Winston. Noli's and Winston is crap. I definitely think it was better than Combi's, but Noli's has become crap. So forget Noli's. No one's going to eat Noli's unless you want to eat basically stuff out of a can.
Did you go to any places that just sell slices?
No, we just bought a whole pie. We didn't go. Wow. And Saturday on the way to New Jersey, we did buy piece by the slice.
Yeah, Noodles must have disposable income, because I would only be able to afford like a piece or two.
Yeah, he has disposable income because he works.
Well, I work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the only one that works.
I don't have Leather King's phone number anymore. He changed it. So I don't have his phone number. So we'll just have to, because he was on the first stream when the sound didn't work, but there was no way to fix the sound. So I was kind of like stuck. With the sound being messed up.
Did you see the Statue of Liberty at all?
Actually, can I just check something for a second, Michelle? Yeah, okay.
Did you see the Statue of Liberty at all?
No, we didn't go to that side of New York. We were on Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn. All right, what do you want to look at? I wanted to see
sometimes you
if
can
there
just
was
see it right off the freeway, but
I wanted to see if there was any settings to fix the sound for next time in the future. Nope. Oh my God, that sucks. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why Michelle had to start over, because there's no way to fix the sound. If you accidentally select the wrong sound device, you're SOL. And so Michelle ended up selecting the wrong sound device. And then she accidentally started streaming on using Restream.
Michelle.
Which would have been fine.
Michelle, I have a question for you. Did you get to hold any of the guns that Noodles had?
I
know you
touched the barrel I touched the barrel of one of his shotguns. I didn't actually hold it. It was laying on the bed next to me.
Yeah, I saw that part. Were you scared of it? I would have been scared just to sit. Just
Well, I knew right now that the
next
guns
to
were
me for no
inert
reason.
because no one was holding them. So, I mean, like...
I would assume they were not loaded, but I would not trust that the guns are not unloaded,
yeah, I
you know?
understand that.
You gotta treat them like they're live.
He also has
all the
live. He
time.
also has live hand grenades.
Well, how do you know they're live?
Because you showed me some of them. He said,
Well,
"Don't
how do you
pull the
know they're
pin. They're
live, though?
live."
Did he blow
So
it
they're
up?
not duds. He said, "No, they're real. They're live." Oh shit! Thanks for warning me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That'd be bad news. All
I'm
of a
pretty
sudden,
sure hand grenades are highly illegal in New York City.
he doesn't live in New York City. He lives in New Jersey.
Okay, well, you don't need to tell me where it lives, but you get what I'm saying. You know, it's still...
Yeah.
This isn't like Vegas. You have to have like a stamp. I want to say like...
I'm pretty sure you only want with Lily's phone number. No, I don't have it. So, like I said earlier, but then we had a good time, and we
Did you tell?
we walked through, like I said, the Dumbo sellers vendors. We went to the Averio's Pizza, Anario's Pizza. We went to the Brooklyn ice cream factory. That's what they called it. I got snapshots of that. One or two snapshots.
Did you get any ice cream? I think I've been there before.
And that was really good. The chocolate shake was super heavy. I have to tell you, the vanilla, which Noodles had was a vanilla. It was a little lighter. I tried it. It wasn't too bad. It was really good too. I'm like, I should have gotten that one. Chocolate one was a bit much, but it was still good though.
You had like a real foodie experience. You guys did a lot of food stuff.
Oh yeah, and the steaks he made on Saturday night were delicious too.
Yeah, those steaks did look good. I saw you had them marinated.
So it was a nice thing. Getting out there, having a good time. We have a hearing. For those of you who do not think I care about my hearing, I do have a hearing exam on the 2nd of May. Cool. And we're going to go down and we're going to have a look at the ears and the sinuses, find out if there's something that's causing damage, and find out what it could be, if it's something that's fixable or not.
When was the last time you had all the wax in your ears cleaned out? Oh,
it's not wax. Because
I didn't ask that.
My primary care physician checked my ears. She said there's not a wax buildup in the area.
I was just asking you a question, though. When was the last time you actually cleaned it out?
I clean it out almost every week.
Really? Oh, okay.
And there's nothing really in there.
Nothing in there. Right.
There's no excessive wax buildup in my ears at all.
It's worth a shot. I know you're getting older.
So that's the reason why my PCP, primary care physician, said that she agrees it might be something in the inner ear, which she can't really see with the scope that she uses. So she said,
When was the last time you took PCP?
Go see the ENT. If we have to go to Farmington, go to Farmington. Go see the ENT.
Come on, Frankie.
Have a look at it. See if they need to do ear surgery or whatever to figure out what's wrong. I don't know if they're going to put in cochlear implants or anything like that. I don't know what they're going to do. Okay? The difference is at least with the ears, well, this is not entirely true because it does affect your walking ability. If depending on what's wrong with your ears, you may not be able, your whole sense of balance might be totally whacked out too, but it already is whacked out. So maybe the hearing that could be related to the whole ear issue, which could affect the way I'm walking, even with the injury. It's complicated. The human body is a very, very deluxely complicated structure that has a lot of systems and subsystems that work together.
Michelle, what do you think about... All right, I had a shower thought almost today. I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about this new Peter Pan movie that's coming out. And this has got to be like the 8th or 9th Peter Pan movie that I've heard about. So it got me thinking, that maybe AI is being used to write all these scripts, because what does AI do? It like takes existing shit and it just makes
It makes me
variations.
wonder.
And that's exactly what Peter Pan.
I'm wondering what if I ask
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, write me a new My Friend Irma set in 2023 radio script.
Exactly. I bet you could do it.
And of course, given the way it works, it's going to go back and look at the scripts and stuff from all the prior My Friend Irmas and pull them together and create a script, which could be interesting.
Exactly. And now in the future, like, look at it this way. So right now with the Little Mermaid,
well, you know
movie,
what though? I'll tell you one thing.
That's the only one I remember.
What's
is
that?
The Little Mermaid now is black, right? So the variation that the AI, we'll just say quote unquote, the AI made,
honestly,
is
show
turning
me
the Little Mermaid black.
any unique creativity in Hollywood. Almost everything uses the same formula. Every movie, always the same formula. If something bad happens, or it's a comedy, situation comedy, or it's a horror movie where the monster gets killed in the end. And basically, after you mourn the death of a couple people, you know, it's the same old formula. It doesn't change.
Well, small variations. They're just variations of the same formula.
Right. They just regurgitate the same general story.
Instead of the hero being a male, now the hero is a female. Instead of the hero being straight, now the hero is a lesbian. You know, it's the same shit.
Right, like I said, it's so all ChatGPT is going to do is the same thing that every producer, every director has already been doing, every scriptwriter has been doing already, using the same old tire formula over and over and over again. And the reason's simple: it's easy to regurgitate and recycle somebody's stuff, but to come up with something totally new in Hollywood is like, it's almost guaranteed that most producers are going to go, I don't think this is going to sell enough, tickets to make it justifiable to take a chance with the script. On the other hand, is that the people are saying is, you know what, we're getting sick of the same old storyline. We want something different. We want something with taste. We want something that has challenges, adventure, but not the same old shitty story over and over again. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So on Saturday night, I want to say it was, you told us what the movies are going to be for Tuesday. What movies did you pick again? I forgot.
Let's see. Right now, let me take a look and see what I got here. I do have Frozen 2. Let me go ahead and check my hard drive real quick here.
I don't really want to watch Disney movies, Michelle.
And we do have Frozen 2, yeah. That's that's like the second movie. And the adult films, we didn't add any new ones in. Let's see.
Okay.
What we got here? We have, let's see.
Good afternoon.
My friend, let's see here. Teacher John, we saw that one. Frozen 2. Grandma Boys, we saw the Half Baked. We saw that. Did we see Half Baked?
No, we haven't seen.
Yeah, we did.
We haven't seen Half Baked. No, we haven't.
Super Troopers is on here.
We watched that.
YouTuber's Life. No, that's not a new movie. There's a few movies here, but I gotta get some more of them.
Yeah, Dab says Frozen 2 is more of a Christmas movie. We should wait for winter.
Yeah, it definitely would fit more in the Christmas. Yeah.
We want like maybe buddy comedies or camping.
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and just say projection is surprise. Just for right now, because I have to find something else. I'll find two of the films.
Projection or surprise.
I don't think we saw Half Baked, did we?
No, we should watch Half Baked.
We can watch Half Baked, yeah.
Cool. I think you'll like it.
I think that's what it was going to be. I think it was going to be Frozen 2 and Half Baked. But as far as the porno movie, I didn't set one up.
Can we do a different day and time?
We
for
talked
porno
about getting.
movies, though?
Let's see. I know I said I wanted to watch Inspector Pikachu. I know that's not.
I would
a porno
rather
movie.
watch Inspector
Then they said there was a
Pikachu.
naked inspector. Something.
Oh. Well, that sounds good. But
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'd rather watch Inspector Pikachu than Frozen 2. So if you want to swap out Frozen 2 for Inspector Pikachu,
Yeah,
that's got my vote.
I think I see your point. Yeah, I definitely want to see Inspector Pikachu. I think that would be more fun.
I feel like more of us at least have played Pokemon, maybe know of Pokemon.
At least know who Pokemon is, right? That's
Right, yeah, exactly. Frozen 2.
I didn't even know
all
that
we know is
Pikachu
Elsa.
actually had the ability to shock you.
Yeah.
Don't
got
come
thunder.
near me or I'll electrocute you. What? You can electrocute people? Wow, that's different. And then of course there. Oh, I'm sure I'll find something else. So I can definitely put on Half Baked and Inspector Pikachu if I can find it.
Sweet. I'll find a link for you too.
On torrenting.com. So let me go.
Yeah.
Look on that. And as far as me in the future plans or what I'm going to do in the future for housing if I decide to move, I don't know yet. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave an open door on that.
Are you really going to move in with Noodles?
It's way too soon to say anything.
Okay, well, I was just asking. Jesus.
I only been to his house one time, guys. That's what I'm trying to say.
I wasn't sure if the offer was real or not. That's why I was asking.
Let's just say that it's not off the table. It's not necessarily being pushed right now. I have only went one meeting, one time at this house. Come chat to me in about 6 months. I could tell you in 6 months, 3 to 6 months. But even if I did go
6 months, you'd move in the winter time? What the fuck?
Well, you're not expecting me to go ahead and rush out there and like.
I don't really understand what would be stopping you, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I know. You don't understand the detail. Okay, so let's cover some of the basic details. Number one, he lives in the suburbs. And he does not have access to mass transit. He does not have access. He does not have access to paratransit.
First of all, where do you need to go all the time? You don't.
Where do I need to go all the time?
Yeah.
Well, the point is, aren't you guys always kind of saying to me, let's go somewhere?
Michelle, if he's in a suburb, you can do like the rest of us and just go for a walk around the suburb. That's what I do.
Well, okay. Well, you got a car, so you can always hop in the car and...
No, I said I go for a walk.
Round, get around, I get around. Not me. I'm stuck. Yes, I'm
Michelle,
stuck.
I said I walk.
And I'm bugged. I am bad. I don't know what to do because I can't go.
I get that you have bad knees. But also there's 3 other guys that live there.
Yeah.
If you guys really can't come up with some sort of ride share or, hey, Michelle, I'm going to go to the store. Do you need anything or do you want to come with? Like, that's just normal roommate stuff. You know, if anything, you'll have it better because you've got 3 other guys that drive vehicles in the house.
Right, but Noodles doesn't really know me all that well yet. Okay, and that's something where if you're going to start sharing a place with somebody,
yeah,
they better get to know you first.
Okay. I mean, that's not how people typically rent rooms. A lot of times they don't know the person. And they just
how does that work with free taxi rides with a cab? Come on. I never heard of that.
A bunch of excuses.
I never heard of that. I never heard of a called Yellow Cab in New Jersey that I'm going to get a free ride from, say, Manhattan. I never heard anybody say that. I see. These are things that might be true. There might be a paratransit there. Maybe Noodles doesn't know. But I did see Amazon did deliveries there. And I bet Instacart delivers there.
Yep,
Of course,
Grubhub.
FedEx and UPS deliver there. Postal Service
Right.
delivers there.
Yep. I'm sure there's Ubers. You need a ride. I'm sure there's senior bus transits. A lot of different shit you can do, Michelle.
Sorry, you never heard of it. Okay, no, I never heard of it. As far as cabs, companies giving you free rides who are disabled. Maybe New Jersey does have that as a program. I never heard of it. That doesn't mean it don't exist. It just means I never heard of it.
I'm sure it exists.
Okay. It says, thanks for the... Okay. Yes, I gave Krista some money for gas because she took me grocery shopping.
See?
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't you be able to do that with Noodles or any
So-
of the other roommates? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If you had 3 other guys that drive vehicles that live in the house that don't have kids, don't have a husband, don't have girlfriends, there's plenty of time available to, when they go out, take you with them.
Speaking of stuff, Michelle,
Or if you're going to pay them,
deliveries.
they might even just do it. You know,
What's the
for some extra
story
money.
with your product
All right, well, I got to go to work. I'm going to listen, though. Bye, guys.
on your eBay, your parts order update on your wires for your... I'm going to check that right now. Because those people don't realize that I bought the plug to fit my webcam. And the thing it said the 24th, 25th. And it says tracking details, please. Give it to me. All details. Let's see. I'm going to track it. Do go. Let's see. Where is it sitting right now? 24th. It says picked up at Chicago. And right, first of all, I left New Jersey and went to Chicago. Say what? Estimated delivery April 24th. Why Chicago? Who knows? That's kind of weird. All right. So anyway, so it's somewhere. Have a good day at work, Babs. Okay, Tiger Kitty, how you doing? Come on up on the panel. It's open. You can join us. Just let's see. Give me cursor. Where's my cursor? You just found it. I know I lose it too easy. I know. All right, so let's get Tiger Kitty on here. So I say, well, something we were talking about earlier is I mentioned the Stream Deck. And I said that the Stream Deck would mean maybe easier for me to have buttons like for my OBS so I can click and select screens and stuff. And I still would like to do that. There are other companies doing something similar to Stream Deck that's USB based that plugs in that doesn't have little icons on the keys, which is no big deal. But you can still program. You can still program an external USB numeric keypad as long as it doesn't get used to the system for numeric keypad. You can reprogram a separate one, completely separate scan codes. So, well, right, I didn't hear about that. You know. So, that's where we stand. Obviously, Skynet went to work already, I guess. How you doing, Johnny? I did say hi to you, but I don't know if you heard me earlier. All right, so as far as the Blind People Rights Service, I can check into that. Paratransit in Washington Township. You know what? Let me pull that up. I'm kind of curious on that. Okay. let's see. Let me Google this. Okay. Because maybe Noodles didn't know this. Okay. New Jersey, Washington Township Disabled Transit. Okay. Shuttle bus, Washington Township to Gloucester, New Jersey, to Washington Township. Shopping bus is available daily to senior citizens with dividing over and disabled residents, ambulatory and non-ambulatory. Okay, so there's a shuttle bus to Washington Town. Okay, so I'm gonna show this on the screen. Maybe Noodles doesn't know about this. I'm gonna show it to him in the way. Hold on, let me get a person on the panel. How you doing, Tiger Kitty?
Good afternoon.
Hi. So
Why are you so late today?
well, because I was with Christy this morning, I was helping her out and helping me out and getting some groceries and the house.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now I best found an answer to one question that Noodles did not know. I'm going to show this to you. I'll put this on the screen. Just like I did last time. Let's share some information. Let's see. There we go. So this here is a paratransit program that will get you places. The Washington, let me see if I can blow this up real quick so the blind can see this. That would be you. And the other people probably. Plus. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that's big enough. Not big enough! Now! Okay, good. Okay. The Washington Township shopping bus is available daily to senior citizens 55 and over and disabled residents in both ambulatory, that means you can walk, and non-ambulatory, meaning you're in a wheelchair, who can maneuver to and from the bus pickup with little to no assistance within the help of an aide, nurse, companion, or service animal. We can
Wow.
accommodate wheelchairs, walkers, and canes as our buses are equipped with a lift. Riders are required use of portable oxygen devices are also available for transportation. Okay.
That's
Township
amazing.
Shopping Mondays goes to ShopRite, Acme, At Home, Walmart, Kohl's, Dollar Stores. Township Shopping on Tuesdays goes to ShopRite, Acme, At Home, Kohl's, Dollar Store, Goodwill. Wednesdays goes to miscellaneous shopping in Washington Township. Deptford Mall trip to the second Wednesday of the month. Thursdays is Target, Burlington Coat Factory, Walmart, Williamstown, Amish Market. Sounds good. Glassboro Shopping Friday. Aldi, ShopRite, Liddy. Oh, that's a nice store. Dollar Store and Big Lots.
Wow.
Okay, so now where the heck is the office? For pickups on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, call the Parks and Recreation office. So it sounds like it's run through the Washington Township,
Right.
which is
Well,
located in
you should give them
Gloucester
a
County. Gloucester County. So, in other words, the point is just like Winston Parks and Recreations, also through the Senior Center, does the same thing in Winston. Okay, so let me shake the screen now. Let's me shake it down. I like my screen nice and small so I can keep an eye on all the things that are going on with the other screen. So, but what do you think about that, though? Because I think it sounds
I
like...
think that's amazing. I don't know why you're not using it.
Well, that's. I don't live in Washington Township. I live in Winston.
Oh.
Well, if I was ever in
You
Noodles'
don't-
house, I could use it. Anyway, the point is, from Winston, where does our buses go to? Well, our bus goes to Stop and Shop. It goes up. Sorry about that. It goes up to the mall up there, where the Stop and Shop is located in Litchbrook.
Right.
And it does not. Yeah, it actually does. It picks up from your door. It does. Okay, but the bus does too. No, the bus doesn't pick up at the door, but it'll drop you off at the door. But this sounds like the Washington Township says we have a designated stop
Well, what's the Stop and Shop like? I've never been in one. Is that got everything you need in it?
Yeah. But it's better
Well,
than
why
nothing.
aren't you using it?
Well, I never really, because it's only on Thursday mornings.
It gets you out of the house, Michelle. You don't even have to do a big shop.
Right, that's true.
You know?
But I also enjoy going out with Krista, though, too. That's
Oh,
like
yeah,
Krista
you
said,
don't
you
have to-
enjoy hanging out with people. You like
Yeah,
hanging out
yeah.
with your friends. Yeah, I said
You can do
exactly.
both. But you will meet people on the bus as well, won't you?
He actually, I checked where he lives. When I pulled up the weather on my phone, it's actually located in Washington Township. When I pulled it up on the map, okay, because I pulled up on the weather and it said Washington Township. So, and my phone may not always be 100% accurate, but the point is,
Michelle?
it's located out in the suburbs. So if there's got to be at least some senior services, and there is some. So,
Is he asked you to move in with him?
no. We just talked about it briefly. He's saying this is that, in one sense, he said, I don't want to see you homeless. So if you ever need to, you can always live here. But he said, I really think you'd rather be better you stay in Connecticut because you know Connecticut much better than you would New Jersey. New Jersey, he said, I think would be a problem for you. Fact is, it's the middle. You don't know anybody. You don't have a lot of physical friends other than me. Where at least in Winstead, you got Krista, you got Stan, you got me, you got Wiggy.
Stan's moving.
So I don't know where Stan's moving to. I know Stan had talked about a couple things in the past.
I thought he's moving to Florida.
I thought so too. Bergen
I don't
County.
know. Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up about moving in with Noodles if,
All right, I can look up Bergen County, New Jersey too, just as easily. Bergen County. I thought it was Bergen County. If this area is as well to do as they say they are, there should be definitely more than services than even Winston. Bergen County. Bergen County. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Bergen County, which is a county. Bergen County. Access link is available. Okay, there is transit buses. Access link is available to disabled clients who live in 3/4 of a mile of a bus route. When they enable these public transportation, service is available to the same hours as the public buses. Okay, so there is service. Community Transportation, Bergen County. The Division of Community Transportation was created to provide safe, trouble-free, scheduled transportation. Bergen County Community Transportation resources for New Jersey disability residents with disabilities. So New Jersey Transit, New Jersey Transit Access Link, Community Transportation by County, East County, so Bergen County. It said 21 counties in New Jersey provided paratransit service for older residents and people with disabilities. For more information on local paratransit services, including hours of operation, reservations, and fees, they gave phone number for Bergen County, which is 201-368-5955. So there is something from Bergen County. So they do have that. So,
but you don't live there, so why are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up because I wanted to see what is out there ahead of time.
Oh, okay. In case you move.
So that way I can make an educated decision based on what is available to me.
Right.
Remember, I have to plan things in advance. That's the Virgo way of doing it anyway. I want to know what is out there before I say anything. because transportation situation is a deal breaker. If there's no transit,
Well,
I just looked it up in New Jersey. Gee, so there is a transportation on top of living with. Oh, that's another issue. As I said
Well-
jokingly, all the testosterone in that building. Woo-hee! 3 men, 2 male dogs, and a male cat.
yeah.
My
I think
rotten
you'll
luck,
be all right.
I be getting testosterone poisoning. I'll be like living with the 7 dwarves.
So
That's-
he's got. Did he even? I mean, you're looking this up. I don't want you to get your hopes up if this,
No, I'm not getting my hopes up. I just, like I said, I just doing the research to see what is out there.
and that is a good point. You've never used the bus where you're at.
I have used the senior center bus to go to my doctor's appointments when I used to be in Winston. The senior center van doesn't go outside of Winston now. So, yes, you can take it to Stop and Shop.
Yeah, I
That's
meant
on
to
its
Stop
route.
and Shop. You don't.
But
use that.
it doesn't take you to Torrington. That's the Connecticut Transit, which is another program.
Oh well, I've never been to a Stop and Shop, but I would imagine a Stop and Shop has everything you need in it.
Connecticut bus to Torrington still tell you something, even if you're legal lane, it'll be just half price. Yes, I know that. Krista, can you look up something that Wiggy suggested, saying that if you were legally blind, registered blind, that you can write cabs for free? Because she said that you can write cabs for free if you're registered blind or legally blind.
I know a guy, Michelle, who's disabled, and he gets like an allowance for transport. He uses it to go to the bar, but I think it's meant for going shopping to appointments. But
Right. Yeah, because if that's true, that might be a feature for something else. No, by the way, medical transit one-way trips was one of the options for Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield with my card. It was an optional extra. You could choose. But it was kind of a toss-up between you want $50 for utility expenses each month, $600 worth of cleaning services for your apartment for the year, or would you like to get free medical transportation for 80 one-way trips to the doctor's office? Known as one-way trips.
I think I would have had the cleaner.
I was thinking about that. It was either cleaner or utility allowance. Oh, I took the utility allowance. I think I could change it if I wanted to.
But you need all of those things, so that doesn't seem very fair. You've got to pick. If they think you...
Yes, Des, but you remember, it would have been, given the price of cleaning services, from what Sue Blevins told me, it would have been like an hour a month. Or maybe 2 hours if they can find a cheaper company. 2 hours for every 30 days. Just for the cleaner to come in, clean, leave. And that's it. That's all they do. They're not going to sit there and come in every single day or every week.
Cleaners don't come every day.
No, they don't.
They come once a week.
Right. In this case, they'd be coming in once a month for 2 hours.
So how much did you choose to... How much did they take off your utilities then?
I get $50 off any utility, $50 off
month.
my electric,
A month.
or $50 off my home phone bill. Or
so that's $50.
I believe my cell phone plan is also listed. I can get $50 off that. So I can choose one. So I chose to take the $50 and have them pay my home phone bill because then I don't know anything. Because my home phone bill is less than $50. Last month, I had them pay $50 towards my electric. So this month I'm going to have them pay $50 towards my phone bill, and I'm still going to pay the electric bill $150, and I'm still paying $300 on my credit card. So because I'm going to be getting close to almost $200 on the 21st of May.
Right. $50 is not a lot in cleaning services because cleaners actually charge quite a bit of money.
No, it's not. $50 an hour for your typical Mary maid that comes in, that's not going to give you. It's not going to give you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And whose phone number is this? Whose phone number is this? Carlos. Call me Michelle. You only get free medical taxi cab service. Oh, speaking of free, I gotta get this get a new chair. The cylinder in this one is not holding its pressure very well. I'm just gonna. The reason I'm not sitting right in front of it is because if this cylinder ever breaks and explodes, I don't want to have a big steel rod up my ass. It keeps going down all the time. I think the seals are finally going bad on this chair. So I'm going to have to get a new cylinder. Oh, the chair itself looks like shit anyway. I might just get a new chair.
I think you've patched that chair up so many times. It's time to say goodbye.
Oh, I definitely haven't done nothing with the hydraulic cylinder on it. But the thing is, looks like it's kind of like when Mr. Mom, when the dad says to his little son, he said, "I'm sorry, son, but your little blanket looks like it's really bad shape, son. Time to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. It looks terrible. It's falling apart. It's ripped. It's dirty. That sounds just like my office chair. Time to throw it in the dumpster and get a new one."
Yep. 100%.
I mean, shit. Even if we got a piano chair, probably, a round piano stool that has a screw, it would still be better than nothing. And you could still spin around and do things. But
You can pick them up secondhand.
I do want to tear it back, though. Let's just get yourself a folding chair like the one you have in the office. You already have it in the other room. That's true.
Well, you spend a lot of time in that chair, so you really want something comfortable.
Yeah, exactly right. I do spend a lot of time in this chair. Hell, even a big wheelchair wasn't even half the comfortable as this office chairs. That's because this chair's been broken in so many times by my fat ass. Not for nothing, but it's funny how certain states get deleted instantly. What do you mean? You could only get the free medical taxi cab services insurance, and I'm not even legally blind. I can get that. You can't get them to go to the store. Right, exactly, Krista. It's an iffy thing. What about if you need to go grocery shopping? But me and Krista got it worked out pretty good.
Right.
Not for nothing. It's funny how certain states will get deleted instantly. What do you mean by that?
I have no idea what you mean.
I wouldn't buy anything new from planning on moving. Exactly, not a point. Yeah, you see, this is where everything is in limbo. All right,
well,
let's talk about some existing stuff I have that eventually I'm going to have to replace sooner or later. Okay. This phone. Yeah, new battery in it. Phone works good for phone most of the time. Rear camera on it is full bar, fouled up beyond any repair, except replacement. That's the only choice you got with the camera on that one. This phone works okay, but unfortunately, the the camera's kind of slow.
Why do you need two phones?
Well, this here was just another phone I originally had as my Android phone. That I just ended up with the two phones because originally I had this one. After I originally had an iPhone 4S, and I got this phone, and then I wanted to upgrade to an iPhone 8. So I bought this phone. So I took the SIM chip out of that phone, put it in this phone. That's why I still got two phones. But this phone's camera works pretty good. The microphone works better good in it. It's got sound filtering. So I tend to use this phone for recording only. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
you're not paying two plans. You just
I
paying
just put
one.
the SIM chip in either phone I want to use. So
okay. Okay.
But now with the new iPhone 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 with the eSIM, you can't do that anymore. We're going to keep calling a provider, go and say, hi, this is so-and-so. My phone number ESN is blah, blah, blah. My new phone ESN is blah, blah, blah. They need to swap the SIM chip from this phone to this phone. It used to be bad enough for the old CDMA provider days. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. Okay, you gotta go ahead and get it programmed. I'll tell you how to do it. You gotta type in this magic code, beep, 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 and this code, and this code, and this code. Just give me a piece of plastic I can slide between phones. How hard is that? Get the bare essentials. No, I'm not moving to noodles. It's too soon. It's presumptuous to even suggest that. So to answer your question, the answer is not now. Not now. Okay? Yeah, I just said it. I'm going to still leave the door open, but not now. Okay? It's too soon.
You don't feel comfortable yet.
I'm trying to get her to. It would be a much better situation than what she's currently in. Yes, it would be a better situation, except one, where am I going to sleep? No one ever actually thought about that.
Where did you sleep at the weekend?
He has an unfinished basement. So there's no, what I'm going to do, put my bed in the basement? Oh, you think I'm not going to have furniture? You think I'm not going to have my computer? You think I'm not going to be at least on my dresser? Or a place to sit down at?
I wouldn't worry about moving your items.
No,
Michelle.
I didn't cry when he saw me last night. He was glad to see me, yeah, but he was still kind of grumpy.
Oh, I saw he was grumpy on the Discord.
Oh, he was being an asswipe on the Discord. 100%.
Was he drinking?
I'm sure he was drinking. When does he not drink?
Well, good point. But he was...
Right. Noodles never said that I was moving there. He thinks it would be better if I stayed in Winston, Torrington area. Which I have to agree with him. That would make sense since most of my resources are here. So that doesn't, like I said, so that should tell you something. I mean, Bianca says, kick Johnny what was out of his room. What about my cat Rusty? You gotta remember, someone's gonna take care of Rusty too.
You would. If you have a basement, you can have the cat in the basement. It wouldn't be near the dogs.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, it'd be terrible. It'd be terrible to see if the dogs attack the cat.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible.
I don't think that they attacked Johnny's cat. But what about if Johnny's cat got mad and decided to claim his own turf? They might have a cat.
Cats sort themselves out. They might have a little fight, but they'll usually one will back down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't always see Johnny's cat, so I don't know how likely he is to back down.
Well, how old is Rusty?
Bianca, you got to be realistic here. No one else is going to move in to Noodles' apartment. Where's Noodles? He's the guy that's going to be calling the final call. He's going to be the one that has to make the final decision. It's not. I don't see it's off the menu. I don't see it's off the table. But at this point, it's too soon, too presumptuous, too much guesswork. They have a cat, and Rusty is more of an alpha male than Johnny's cat. Rusty is a cat that's an indoor-outdoor cat. He likes his freedom. He likes to walk around. It's going to take him well to get familiar with that area. He's not going to just walk out the door and go, "Okay, Michelle, I'll be back in an hour." And then he might go, "How do I get back there?" And he's going to be looking for the signs and the scents. And
do you even want to move out, Michelle? Not necessarily to Noodles, but do you actually really want to move out of that apartment? Honestly.
The thing is that what I want and what I need are different things. Right now, I want my apartment back to me.
So you want the apartment, you want to stay where you're at, but you just want Edward out.
I want Ed to have his own place. He needs better housing than this.
Okay, I get that. But what are you saying? And I don't want to put words in your mouth.
But Ed's saying to me is, well, you don't like it, you can move. Well, okay.
I know he keeps saying that. It's very annoying because this is your apartment.
First of all, it's true that compared to Ed, I'm more capable of moving than he is. But with him, if I move, it'll be really bad for him because.
Well, Michelle, answer some of my questions, okay? So, what's your ideal situation with your living? Would it be Ed moves out and you stay where you're at? You move out and leave Ed? What would you rather happen?
Well, ideal situation is I'd like to see Ed get into his own apartment because there's a lot of stuff in here that I've set up in the studio for my disabilities to work around, like this setup here with the computer. If I move, then we have to reset everything up all over again.
I don't feel deep down you really want to move. Because
not really, it's a pain in the it's a pain in the butt. Because you gotta move.
I know.
You gotta move all the computer equipment. You're gonna run all new wiring. You're gonna have to set up a whole new hardware.
People do that all the time. That's not a big deal, really. And you've had offers of help as well.
And then, of course, my cat is used to actually having the whole backyard. He's friends with a neighbor cat. They hang out together. I don't know what they do. They do cat stuff anyway. They're both boy cats. They probably go hunting together. They probably go catch mice and rodents together.
Right, Michelle. And I get
so then I would be uprooting Rusty from his friends.
Well, cats adapt. They I took 2 cats from Belgium to America, so they adapt. I wouldn't worry about that. It's just that we've had a lot of talk about you moving, and it never gets anywhere. So I just feel if you really wanted to move, you'd have made more steps forward.
Well, like I said, I'm willing to look into it. I said that.
Right.
That's why I was looking to see what kind of services were available if I was to ever seriously take Noodles up on this offer to see if I would not be totally basically dooming myself to a life of having to depend on somebody else's car.
You are that now. That's exactly where you're at now, really.
Not much different.
You rely on Krista.
I mean,
So-
true. Me and Chris are friends. We do it because we like being hanging out together.
I know, yeah, that's a bonus, added bonus.
But if for some reason, if I needed to, I could always call the Senior Center, catch the paratransit van to Stop and Shop if I had to, in the morning on Thursdays. Or I could call Instacart, or I could call Walmart. I don't know what
Yeah, you
I don't
could,
know
but
what
you don't.
Amazon.
But you don't.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Wait a minute. I see the Amazon vans drive through Winston. You mean to tell me they don't have Amazon customers in Winston?
Of course I do. Do
Of
you
course
have an
they do.
Amazon
But is it
account?
Amazon groceries? I don't know.
That's different. That's different. The groceries, you have to be a certain distance away because obviously milk spoils.
Right, exactly.
Frozen food will
Yeah.
defrost. But packages and
Skynet
stuff.
says, I'm sorry for bringing it up. It's just that Noodle suggested her moving in with him. I believe in taking opportunities when they're presented. It's still an option, Skynet. It's that I think it's a little too soon to say yes. That would be like if he basically gave me an engagement ring yesterday and said, will you marry me? I'd have to think about that a little longer, don't you think? I went out to your house once. Of course, no, he did not offer me an engagement ring. I just see this example. But in a way, moving into somebody else's house is kind of like a pre-engagement ring. Okay?
Whoa.
You'll be living together, dealing with everyday issues together. And if you guys, and it's very different when you do that because you can be best friends, best buddies, and you always, when you're just friends and you live your own places, you do what you're gonna do, hang out, then you go home, right? But once you're living with the guy 24 hours a day, things come up that they wouldn't have really thought about before,
Well, yeah.
Like
And it
with
is
Ed,
different
same
living
thing.
with somebody. I mean, you and Ed, look, for example, it's different being friends with somebody and when you come to live with
Dab said
somebody.
Amazon drives 8 hours into the mountains. Iggy, IGGY says, keep in mind that it's Noodle's father's house. If he would decide to sell it, everybody's screwed. I'm glad you brought that up. You're right. It's Noodle's father's house. And of course, Noodles is his son. But I don't think if Noodle's father would necessarily want his son to be homeless either.
Right. You might be better off being homeless.
I think
They'd have to find
between
somewhere
you and
nice to
Dave would
live.
be. I think that's going to be something that's going to take a while, before I would. Let's not put the cart before the horse here. I haven't even got the horse yet. And you worry about the cart? You know what I'm saying? First of all, you gotta be able. It takes time before to date somebody. A little bit of time for courtship.
Michelle, I don't think Noodles is that way. Thinks that way about you. I think you're very good friends.
Right, exactly. Only way we could officially know is if Noodles himself actually openly said something. And right now, he's not here to say anything.
Yeah, I think he just classes
Hi,
you
Paul.
as
How
a
you
friend.
doing?
I don't think. Good morning, Paul.
All right, hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I doubled up here. Hold on. I'm so sorry. There we go. Perfect. How's it going, everyone?
How you doing, Gemini Gem? Where's Gemini Gem? Oh, right here. So I continue to talk about moving when you definitely don't want to go.
Fuck, I just fucked myself.
I don't know. It's just thing keeps coming up.
Hold on a minute. I might be back in a minute here.
God
damn it. Fuck.
Did you get that Mac? I told Noodles, since it's a docking station for a MacBook and it's not compatible with mine because mine does not have Thunderbolt on it, I told him hold on to it. We're finding that person that might be able to use it because it's a docking station. It's not It's not even a monitor. It needs Thunderbolt. It can use it as a monitor, but it's a docking station. So yeah, if you have a 2015, 2017 iMac, it probably would even plug into that to give you second monitor support. You need to upload that night. Yeah, it's actually been uploaded. I removed Milton John porn bomb, and it's uploaded now. You can watch it now.
Hey, Yara stops.
So it's not super long. It's like 2 hours and change, but it's pretty good. It sounded like an iMac because it looked like an iMac. The thing was that the only thing that was not iMac about it is it looked like it would match nicely a 2014 iMac, or 2012 with the same kind of look with the DVD drive in it. It even has on the back the fan where the fan holes would be. It didn't have the memory access door, of course, because it's not a computer. But it was really, really interesting. Might notice I'm trying to use like Walmart movie. Right. That salesperson was pushy. What salesperson? What salesperson you talking about, Skynet? What? I'm not sending it to Techmoan. First of all, I don't even think Techmoan even has a MacBook to plug it into. Second of all, the guy that sold to Noodles, I don't know. I told Noodles nicely, I said, if you can find somebody who wants it, it's a docking station. It's not
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Excellent. Perfect. Let's go. What's going on, guys? How you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Michelle's buzzing. Michelle's in a very buzzy-wuzzy mood.
Good.
What's that?
That's good. How's you doing today, Michelle? Give you a good afternoon.
I'm doing good afternoon, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Good.
Charging up all my devices at the same time. Because I had a question about the battery bank charger. Seems like it's charging fine now. It's kind of weird because one time I pulled this out of my bag yesterday, it said there was 0 charge on this. And I said, that's bullshit. I plugged it in and it said 98. And then I left it plugged in and got to 100. And then I just plugged my iPhone in it. And now it's charged my iPhone 25%. So the battery bank is not dead. It's just, like I told Chris, I said, the gas gauge on it is messed up, basically.
Well, isn't that new? Is that the new one you bought?
Yes.
Well, take it back.
It's been over 14 days. Walmart won't take it back.
I'm sure they will. It's
I
longer
don't have the receipt anymore either.
You don't need the receipt, I'm sure. And they'll exchange it for a new one.
It's Walmart. You don't. Yeah, they'll definitely take it back without a receipt.
Probably.
They're very lenient with
Chris
their,
just said that they changed the rules because they were getting so much stuff back that they didn't know what to do with it.
All right, hold on.
Michelle, did you pay with your credit card?
Yeah. Did I pay with a credit card? Yes, I did.
Okay, well then there's your receipt. You could show him
debit card. Michelle bought on the debit card. It's not their money, exactly.
I mean,
right now it's working. Okay, it's working. It's not malfunctioning. It's just like I think the firmware in that thing is messed up a little bit, or maybe you don't know how to properly start it up when the batteries needs to be started up. That's possible, I guess. Because right now it's charging fine. It's running fine. It's charging on my phone without a problem. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, the point is that we had a good time yesterday, and people kept asking me why I wasn't streaming myself. Except I was streaming on the way home on my iPhone, and people pointed out to me is your phone hisses like a snake. Yeah, it does hiss like a snake.
Oh.
And that's because it's picking up the electronics of the GSM transmitter when it's transmitting. It seemed to have developed that problem, particularly after the Apple Care worked on it to change the damn battery.
Yeah, just again, Michelle, another, Apple's inferior to Android, just like the Macs are inferior to the PC. It's just an inferior company. It's a, just trash company. Yeah, it's just been proven over and over again. It's a terrible company. Apple sucks.
I mean, this phone works okay.
Yes.
But
Android
the problem with
just
this
fine.
phone is
Yeah.
the video updates on the screen are kind of pokey, but it otherwise works fine. But the battery on it is kind of questionable. But it streams fine, sounds good. Except for making phone calls, and that's not really loud enough. Well, actually, it's still pretty loud. It's just that the speaker's in the back. Instead of aiming right at Michelle.
Yeah, you need a megaphone, Michelle.
So
Did you buy anything nice today, Michelle? You went shopping, you said.
Yeah, what'd you get at the store?
What'd you get? Did you get any treats?
I got some milk.
Oh.
Huh?
I bought cereal. I bought bananas. I bought butter. That's about it.
You're gonna eat some cereal and lube up your banana with the
butter.
butter.
About 6 boxes of cereal.
Okay.
What do you use? Because I never hear you say you got bread. Do you eat bread?
Not much.
What do you got the butter for then?
Yeah, what are you gonna put the butter on?
I usually eat bowls of cereal.
With butter?
No. We use
Oh
butter.
yeah, what are you gonna use your butter for? Is what Tiger was asking. What are you gonna put your butter on?
Sometimes we use it because Ed buys the bread, and then I usually just use whenever he buys bread.
You butter it up
much.
to get them like out of the bed.
We buy butter in advance so that we have the extra butter. Then we freeze what we don't need.
What are you using?
Almond chocolate milk. Yeah, I forgot the almond chocolate milk. Right, almond milk. Almond chocolate milk.
Almond. Do you like that almond milk?
I bought that also. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot about that. Yes.
How do you get milk
and
out
the
of
orange
an almond?
juice?
Do you squeeze it really hard? How does that work, Michelle? How do they milk almonds? How do you milk an almond?
I don't really know how to get milk out of almonds. Okay.
Weird.
I don't understand that process.
I don't get it either.
It's not that they're crushing the almonds. It's almost like soybeans. How do you get milk out of soybeans? I think it's the same process.
I've not tried that. Have you tried coconut milk, Michelle? I'm drinking coconut milk at the moment.
Yeah, it's good.
Coconut milk is very fatty.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't like the almond.
Yeah, I mean it's got an off taste to it, even the sweet one. If you get the sweet one, you can get the sweet one, but you couldn't cook it.
We bought 4 boxes of Life cereal,
right.
2 big boxes of Crispix cereal. Because Ed bought things like Reese's peanut butter puff cereal and Coke and rice and Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I got Frosted Flakes.
It was normally fine, but I'm like, I'm not going to eat sugar cereal for breakfast that much. Once in a while I will, but not. It's not my thing usually. No, I didn't buy any pizzas.
Do you never have like ham or anything?
I never buy pizza.
Didn't buy any ham. Didn't buy any meat.
Like a pot roast or something, yeah.
I didn't buy anything like that.
Some chicken, some beef.
I just don't know how you can live without sandwiches. I mean, I like a sandwich. I like a.
Those are even a good meal, yeah. Quick, easy meal.
I think what they do is to make almond milk, I think it's crushed after they remove the shells and then they heat it up. And it causes a process to convert it. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I like cooked sandwiches.
I'm
or
sure it's
even, like,
how it's made somewhere.
breakfast sandwich, like egg and
Yeah.
toast sandwich. Yeah, those are always good. Some bacon.
I kind of bacon. Michelle,
What?
do you not eat ham or like bologna or
Not much.
sandwich
No.
filling?
No, I
No?
don't. I really
One-
personally am so sick of ham, bologna, salami.
How are you sick of it? You don't eat it.
I don't even like eating the stuff. Once in a great while, I'll have some pork. Ed's the ham guy. I don't want the ham. I couldn't care less about ham. It actually doesn't agree with me. I don't like ham. Pretty
Like a
much.
nice honey glazed
But I'm not a strict vegetarian. But I do not like ham. Absolutely no.
Like any pork, ribs,
Sausages?
sausages.
Sausages,
fan of-
I can't stand them either.
No, he's not a fan of the swine. You don't
The
like swine.
vegetarian
It wouldn't
ones
do
are
well-
okay.
Wouldn't do well over here, Michelle. We love the swine in Detroit. We love the swine. The
I love
ribbies.
roast pork.
Yeah, pork. Good in Chinese, like any dish, Chinese food, like
Roast pork is okay in just a little bit. I don't like it enough that I want to
You
eat a
don't like
whole.
fish.
I don't buy a lot of meat. I never
You eat
did.
chicken? What about chicken, Michelle? You like chicken?
I don't. I'm sick of chicken. So sick.
Oh
sick,
God,
sick of
what do you?
chicken.
You just like the hamburgers, huh?
It's a chicken.
Just like those Wendy burgers, huh?
I mean, look. Let me tell you something difference between me and Ed. Okay.
Oh God, here we
Somebody
go.
must miss my kitchen, and there wasn't Ed cooking in it. There would be carrots, oranges, apples, broccoli.
Well, why isn't there?
Cauliflower.
What's stopping that?
Let me finish.
Okay.
What's stopping me is she fills up the damn refrigerator. How about that? All right. So now there would be no beer.
You don't even keep those things in
There
the
would be
refrigerator.
no
You don't
beer.
keep apples in the fridge.
There really wouldn't be any soda, except maybe a bottle or two of Diet Cola or Diet Sprite. That's it. Okay. And maybe once in a while, throw a pizza in the freezer. Okay.
But Michelle, before Ed was living there, you were eating frozen pizzas like four times a week. You're eating Spam. I've seen you drink a 2-liter of Sprite during a live stream.
That was
it's really not that different. Michelle.
That was because that's what Ed was buying.
No, before Ed came. This was well before Ed came, Michelle. You'd be eating frozen pizzas.
And boiled steak, yes.
Oh, this was well before Ed. Trust me.
And I never said I was a strict vegetarian whatsoever, because I'm not.
No, yeah. You'd be eating
But I
Spam
prefer more vegetarian meals. Does that make me wrong when I say I like vegetarian food? No.
So you don't like the taste of meat. It's more of a
I'm getting
taste
tired
of
of the taste of meat. Because it's the same old flavor every day.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what a vegetable? It's the same thing with vegetables. This is how you prepare it. I mean, honestly,
right.
I mean,
it's also
what are you
cheaper.
expecting?
Vegetables
If
are
you're
a
gonna
lot
eat
cheap.
something, it's gonna be the
Vegetables are
same
cheaper
taste,
than meat. Look at it this way. How many pounds of carrots can you get for the price of 1 pound of steak? There you go. Good comparison. So, how many pounds of carrots can you get for 1 pound of steak? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds?
A lot.
Okay, using this as an example. How many pounds of potatoes can you get for 1 pound of steak? It's almost $20
Well, you eat
depending on the
potatoes
steak.
with your steak. I mean, they go hand in hand. You know?
Right. But I'm saying is I like vegetarian food. Yeah, I'm not a strict vegetarian. That doesn't mean that I don't like vegetarian food. Okay?
Yeah, there's vegetables. That's all vegetarian food is vegetables. I mean,
But the way I've been fed, when Ed cooks especially, it's so bland. It has no flavor. It has
Michelle, why don't you cook? You
I
keep
do.
complaining about Ed's food
I do.
and why Ed does this.
I
Ed
do.
Why don't
And you know what
cook,
Ed says to
Michelle?
me? He says, wait a minute. Why are you not making 3 forms of pasta and 3 forms of meat and making
I
enough
don't
to
think Ed
basically
says all
fill
that,
my belly?
Michelle. I think you're
And like,
exaggerating
wait a
a
minute,
bit
Ed.
there.
It's 2 people in a household. You don't need to cook that much food for 2 people.
But yet you just continue to
That's
let them do it
stupid,
and
because
go
you're
eat
going
it.
to be
So,
throwing
yeah,
a
I mean,
lot of that
you
food
know.
away. So I'm cooking what we need, not because I'm planning to feed an army of 25 people, but only feeding 2. And I figure 2 pork chops, for example, per person, mashed potatoes and vegetables should be enough for 2 people. You don't need to cook out 8 pork chops for
Oh,
2
no, you
people,
don't.
assuming you're going to eat through 4 of them at one time.
Who eats 4 pork chops?
And you can always wrap them up and put them away. You don't necessarily have to eat them all in one
And
pile,
he eats
right?
4 pork chops. He'll
Oh,
cook the
good
whole pack
God.
of 4 pork chops because he doesn't want to do proper portion control.
Oh,
I don't
So
know.
let's see. Baroness says Michelle is better at making a vegetarian than Ed would ever be. You know, because I mostly like vegetarian food anyway. Let's see here.
So why don't you ever order a
I'm
salad from
getting caught up
McDonald's?
here. Yes, Ed boils steak. Yeah, he does.
I don't think I've ever seen Michelle eat salad once of the 5-6 years of knowing her.
all right.
Skynet says Ed
Or,
can't even.
anything vegetarian. She's always ordering like beef and food.
No, he doesn't cook vegetables.
There's nothing vegetarian about you, Michelle.
Ed does not know how to properly cook vegetables. I'm not kidding you when I say he cannot cook vegetables.
All right, well, let's not have a bash.
We already talked about the roasted carrots. We already told you about the fiasco with his roasted carrots.
That's great.
You could say to him, Michelle, you should say, Ed, I've decided I want to cook my own meals from now because I'm on a diet. It's nothing against you, Ed, but I just,
he knows that.
You know, I've got to do portion control. But thank you anyway.
Bianca just said here, Oda May just messaged me on Twitter. She's going to go stay with Dave this summer, so I guess you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Well, okay, that's fine with me, considering the fact is that, as I said...
And then someone else will be coming in the fall, and then another person in the winter.
That's not, I mean, because the fact is
cycling people through there.
It's too soon anyway. Ed does not eat a lot of spices. Ed does not know how to cook. He says, oh, I know how to cook. Wait a minute. Your idea of cooking is throwing everything into a pan, throw it in the oven at 350 degrees, forget how long you cooked it for. You do not put proper water in there. You do not do proper mise en place. You don't know how to cook.
Well, again, Michelle, why don't you cook?
I do. I cook sometimes.
You're complaining about Ed, but yeah,
I cook with him sometimes. He'll forget a pizza in the oven. If I'm not there watching the timer, because I know, because I learned from Cutthroat Kitchen and from Worst Cooks in America, the timer is only a guideline. Doesn't mean it's because it's beeping. Doesn't mean it's necessarily done. It may actually be burnt to a crisp, and you wouldn't know it. So you need to use your eyeballs and look. Check the bottom of the pizza, for example. Is it golden brown enough? If so, what has the timer said? Says you have a minute left. Well, my eyeballs declare the food done. Boom. Okay.
No.
I think you guys should do a month without frozen pizza. You're not allowed frozen pizza.
We don't have any frozen pizzas right now. Yes, you do.
Impossible.
I bought a whole shitload of them. I know.
Yeah, impossible.
Maybe America. What's that? Michelle is better at cooking. Yeah. It doesn't have eyeballs. He has those weird lizard eyes. Those are eyeballs, by the way, technically. What's her favorite dish to cook? Me? I like, and I know how to do it properly, steamed carrots, mashed potatoes, steamed broccoli, okay? And obviously for a protein source, I don't know. Usually I've cooked a lot of different things. Usually those 3 things is a common thing for me. But sometimes I will throw in a little bit once I get it once in a while. I'll get some tofu, or I'll eat a little bit of vegetarian food if I need to.
Tofu.
So usually those 3 things are pretty much the main meal. Steamed carrots, steamed broccoli, mixed vegetables sometimes. And in other words, it's a lot healthier meal. Yes, pizza. I do like pizza. Okay? But I don't eat it every day. If I,
You know, you could do your vegetables that you just said and have one slice of pizza on the side. So you could.
I didn't
you
say
could-
one slice of pizza on the side.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying you could like mix your cooking in with Ed's and then eat healthy.
Yeah. Let's see. It says Michelle is better at telling on herself. Wait a second. We don't.
Or maybe put them on the pizza.
No, I don't
Yeah.
bake the carrots. I boil them. And I also do the same thing with the red cabbage or green cabbage. I'll boil cabbage too. I like boiled cabbage. The thing is notice, where's the meat? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? There isn't any. Where's the beef? There is no beef. Where's the tofu? That's a good question. I didn't buy
Michelle, I've
any.
never seen you eat tofu. You would always make spam. With
I do
mashed
buy
potatoes and carrots. I've never
tofu on
seen you buy
occasion though.
tofu
I
either.
do
Like,
buy
you'd
tofu on
always eat
occasion.
Spam.
And not that much. Because it's too
Yeah,
salty
no,
to
you
eat
would
on
always
a
eat
regular
spam. You'd always be
basis.
cooking spam and potatoes for dinner. I
Well,
remember.
it's a good
I
point,
have
because
done that a couple times, yes. But you know
Person
You
what?
used
just been
tofu.
shopping and you didn't buy tofu.
Yeah, you don't buy vegetables, right? Yeah. I mean, why don't you buy tofu now, Michelle, and eat it? I've never seen you eat tofu once in your life, or talk about buying
But
tofu.
Ed
Or
doesn't even eat vegetables. Unless it's potatoes.
well, yeah.
Um, and sometimes we'll forget the vegetables completely.
I mean, you have food
There's your
stamps
dinner,
yourself.
Michelle.
Again,
There's a big honking piece of meat that's sitting on a plate, and it's dinner. I'm like,
well, Michelle, you've got food stamps. What's
wait,
stopping you from buying vegetables and tofu?
you
What's
didn't
stopping you
cook
from doing that?
vegetables? No, I didn't cook vegetables. Here's your dinner.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Great. I got a big piece of meat here, but there's no vegetables with it. Okay, I'll
Right,
grab a
well,
couple carrots in the refrigerator and munch them on the side.
Well, I mean, at a push, you could buy canned.
Oh, you want
Vegetables.
carrots.
are frozen.
Yeah, frozen even better. That's better for you. There's no
Less
salt in it.
sodium. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do I
Just
press my
microwave
tofu?
them.
I usually buy when I buy tofu. I usually buy
little butter.
in pre-made slabs.
When was the last time you've bought tofu, Michelle?
Not recently. So
Right. No, not ever.
I might buy
since
some
I've
more
known
soon
you.
now.
Again,
I might definitely buy some more tofu soon, or some more of those vegetarian type things like veggie burgers, like the Impossible Burger, things like that. I do like those stuff. You know, tofu burgers. That doesn't bother me. I'll eat that. I like the garden burgers. I like things like that. But what I'm trying to say is comparing apples to oranges. Add to Michelle is there's a lot about my eating habits you do not know. And there's a lot about my eating habits you probably do not want to know. Okay? Then there's probably a lot about my eating habits you do know, but you only got a piece of the story. Number one, I do eat pizza with cheese. You saw me eat 2 pizzas with cheese, both in Narios and with the other guy. Oh, sure, I ate off camera. Okay? I do eat pizza with cheese. But
what people do.
the
Main
thing
ingredient
is
fish.
I think pizza with cheese by itself is kind of bland and kind of boring, but oh well, you know, that's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
but Paul made a good point. You can put vegetables.
When was the
on
last time you
pizza.
bathed? Oh my God, do we have to go there? Ed never seasons his meat. Oh, yeah, does is he throws it in the pan, throws it in the oven for 350. Doesn't usually cover it with foil. Doesn't use any kind of a marinade.
Oh, God.
Doesn't even put a little bit of water in the pan to make sure the meat can basically steam softly with a foil cupping so that the meat will be nice and tender. So then when it comes out of the pan, it looks like dog food. But it's just crunchy.
You know, this could be why you don't like meat. Perhaps he's put you off of meat because he's so
Yeah.
terrible at cooking it.
Then
Right.
Because I saw you munching on noodle steak, and you were loving noodle steak.
His presidency was over and he hadn't bathed since. You know, I don't know how that works, guys, but okay, look, let me just say this. I don't want to get into too much into the Ed thing. I thought that me myself on the Discord was kind of revolting. I really do think it was kind of disgusting. I think that should have been maybe moved into art, non-porn, and then
Oh.
because that was kind of gross at the top. Never trust the part. I thought that was gross. Please move it into the non-porn.
Why,
Oh,
it's just
fuck,
a
move
meme.
it to the porn
I
side.
haven't seen it.
It's just a meme.
For those people who like
Gonna
scat
have a
porn.
look.
My God, that was
gross about
gross.
it? Oh, you fart all the time. What's gross about it?
He smells
Just a
like a
meme?
he smells
Yeah,
like
just a
you
meme.
stepped in a dirty locker, like he's sleeping in a dirty locker room.
Oh, I don't get what's
All
so bad
right.
about that. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh, I'm just saying this. Please put that in artwork or like ideally non-porn or porn. In case some of the scat porn lovers might want to see that.
So I don't think anyone likes scat porn aside from yourself in the Discord.
I'm not interested in scat porn.
Well, I mean, it's come up quite a few times on your search engine, and you also had me kind of seek it out before as well, and I refused to do that. So, I mean, I'm kind of into it. You like the bathroom play. You like the potty play. It's not bad, though. It's not vulgar. It's not naked. I mean, you know, why would you put that in porn? There's nothing pornographic about that. It's a meme.
Well, I'll
You've
tell you
got to
one
see the
thing.
funny side.
Yeah, it's a meme. There's nothing
It's
pornographic
a
about it.
joke. Okay.
I thought that was kind of interesting when Noodles described my farts. He said they're deep and thunderous.
Do you feel rested now you've had your mini break, Michelle?
Now, wait a minute.
Do you feel rested?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel rested. I got good night's sleep last night.
Right, because
That's
you haven't
good.
you've had no stress for a few days.
Right.
That's good.
You see, that's the one thing that is nice. Get away from Ed for a few days. And to see Ed come back and see Ed starting to sound like Milton John kind of wasn't too fun to hear about. He's doing the same crap Milton John does. Well, Michelle is this, Michelle is that. What did I do to deserve that? I just happened to go.
No,
away
you
from-
didn't. You weren't even involved in the conversation, so I don't know why he likes to jab at you, Michelle. I've noticed. He's just jabbing at you because he can't jab at anybody else.
Oh, Ed was being mean to Michelle yesterday.
In the Discord,
Oh.
it was kicking off,
Yeah.
calling her a boy, a man.
I didn't see it. I didn't ask Noodles
Probably
anything
drinking,
about
yeah.
show me his privates. So
I think he'd be happy Michelle was home. I don't know why he'd get mad.
Right.
He was like messaging me, and I'm like, Ed. I was like, Ed, I was like, dude, leave me alone. I was like, you're gay. I like want nothing to do. He's like, I'm not gay. I'm like, well, you may not be gay, but you're a huge faggot. Fuck off. You know? And he just kept messaging me and shit. And I just had to block him at one point.
You see how much he relies on you, Michelle. He couldn't let you be a
Yeah, he never messages me. He was
That
messaging
whole
other people as well.
situation-
Like he was
the whole
extremely
situation
bored.
it was during a Saturday night and generally is sad because it's almost
bored.
like Milton. In one sense, he's like, "Oh, I'm so lonely." Okay, but I want to basically tell you to go away. Oh, well, then you're lonely, but you're sending cognitive dissonance and telling everybody to
He
go
said
away.
he was lonely. Oh. It's kind of
Damned
sad.
if you do, damned if you don't.
What happened to the people he was calling on the phone in Florida?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was hanging out with Chris
The only
or whatever
problem
from
is the only
downstairs
phone
as
in the
well.
house that actually has his numbers on his friends on is mine.
So what happened to the guy who was living downstairs? I think his name was Chris. He would always come up and get beers from Ed. Remember?
He might
Whatever
have
happened to him?
dementia. He's more prickly at night.
You get kicked out?
Oh, he's definitely more pickly now. He's definitely being pickled very well, thank you, from the alcohol.
Boners? His pickle?
What happened to Ed's friend, Michelle, that used to come over? Paul was saying.
Michelle, whatever happened to Chris
You
from
mean
downstairs?
Stan
Used to get
CTO?
beers from Ed. Yeah, what happened to him?
You mean in Florida? His friend in
No,
Florida?
no. From apartment. You're the apartments you live in. There was a guy who used to come over and get beers from Ed. His name was Chris. Yeah, what happened to him?
Chris, he said that he was here on Saturday, wanted more beers from Ed. Ed told him no more beers for you.
Oh, he cut him off. Okay.
You had to pay him in beers.
I see that Coors Light, so I think somebody gave him a ride to the package store. Looks like it.
Why don't he just buy like a load of it while he's got the ride instead of sending you up tonight or something?
On it. Yeah.
Chris can't stand the smell. It's not worth the beer. Well, that may not be far from the truth.
Beer now.
But he sure loves to drink his beer, though. That's for sure.
Or there's even an app dedicated to it. I think it's called like Dizzy or something with a DZY or some shit like that. You can like get alcohol delivered to your house.
So the point I'm trying to say is, as far as the situation, like I said, I mean, he was kind of doing some strange stuff on Saturday when I wasn't even here.
I know. It was awful.
And I don't really want to make a big scene about it, but I almost kind of want to grab him by the scruff of the neck and say, "What are you doing?"
Right. I was going to ring it because I thought, I bet he's going to have
I don't think he would remember what he was doing. So, what's the point?
Well, he didn't have a babysitter, he's going to run wild. He can go wild.
Look at his photos of
I'm
the cat in the
last
toilet. No thanks.
Hmm.
He's been asking about the smell. Oh, hasn't it? No one has asked anybody to smell. But the thing is, guys, look. Let's make this clear. Number one, I do not endorse any of the stuff that Ed's doing. Period. Okay? I do not endorse any of the stuff he's doing. I find it absolutely irreprehensible what he's doing. Number two, I have said this to Ed. I said, get off your butt, call your medical team, get a service, fix your legs. If you don't, because the gangrene is going to set in eventually, you're going to lose them. All right?
Might not be a bad idea.
Yourself together before it's too late.
So put him in a corner somewhere.
Deflate his tires.
Lock his brakes, yeah. 100%.
Okay,
100%.
That's what I'm saying. He's giving me excuses. I said, you don't like the doctor? Find another one.
He doesn't like the doctor now.
You have got to do something about this.
You know why he's not going, Michelle?
You even said so. You have to move. We can get to a ground floor apartment so you can get around. So go. Then he says, well, I want you to go with me. I'm not going with you, Ed.
Oh, my.
I already told him that up front. I'm not going with you. I got my own plans. I mean, they're not finalized, but I got plans. I got ideas. That's all 05. That's all I'll say. Because I can't babysit this guy forever.
No, you can't. You're not getting any younger, Michelle.
No, I'm not. But at least when I'm 60, I want to have a nice place where I can do the things I enjoy doing.
Right.
Even if I'm deaf as a post, as blind as a bat, and walk around like Commander Pike, at least I can say, I got my own place where I can do my hobbies, do my fun. I want to get back to World of Warcraft again. I want to get back to gameplay again. And I don't have to worry about everybody else interrupting me in the middle of a very tough dungeon going, hey, Michelle, get me my beer. I'm not getting you your beer. That's your job.
Why don't you ever say that, though, Michelle? Instead, you just tend to him and you'll hop up and grab that beer for him. Why don't you ever say that to Ed?
I have. Off camera, I've said that many times.
Oh, off camera. Why don't you say it when you're on camera? Why do you let him bother you when you're streaming opposed to when you're not streaming? It makes no sense.
The point is what Michelle is saying is that she does not want to be stuck with this guy indefinitely living in his, telling her how she's supposed to live her life, misgendering her, acting
Yeah,
like
that was awful.
acting like a flaming asshole.
That's a bit
Come
rude.
on, Michelle deserves better than that.
Exactly, after all you do for him.
Yeah,
God,
very, very ungrateful.
so ungrateful.
Very ungrateful.
Nobody
Michelle.
else in this world, on this
Well, like I
planet.
said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tiger.
No, go on.
But you know, Michelle, I figured he would have been happy you were home. I don't know why he would get upset with you. I figured you'd, hey, Michelle's back. You know, I figured he'd be happy. I don't know why he would attack you or do anything like that. That's why I was very surprised. Yeah.
He's jealous that she's got friends. He's probably jealous.
Very surprised that he would do that, especially on your arrival home. I figured he would be very happy to see you. You know, that's a shame. It's too bad.
Okay.
Too bad.
So anyways, so today the connectors were supposed to be here. Unfortunately, it sounds like USPS, after receiving the UPS, I'm sorry, is sending the package to Chicago to be put on a plane to be sent to Winston. Why so long for something that's just itty bitty little connector? It's like ridiculous.
Where'd you get it from? Where'd you order it from?
It came from New Jersey.
No,
Boston, New Jersey. Then they put it on a plane. It's on its way to Chicago.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, why are they sending
and
it
then
all
once it
over?
gets to Chicago, it's probably going to end up going on another plane to Bradley International, where it's going to be unloaded in Hartford and then shipped by truck to my post office.
Someone could have drove it over there faster than.
Holy crap! These cheap Chinese connectors have more in-flight miles than I even have on ground miles.
No, Michelle, I meant what website did you order them from? Was it Amazon? I don't feel this is Amazon. You didn't use
Connectors.
Amazon,
It's a connector.
Right. Where'd you order it from?
It's an
Amazon?
XH2.5 millimeter micro connector.
Let's just
with
come to terms that it's not
leads.
Amazon delivering it.
With 2.5
Where did you order
millimeter
it from, Michelle?
spacing.
What store? What store did you use to order the
eBay?
eBay.
So it's just a lot of traveling.
Yeah, not Amazon confirmed. That's weird, Michelle. You could have someone drive them over to you quicker than having them fly all over the country. Opposed, yeah, it's really weird.
Because I had planned to fix the other camera connector, and so I'm waiting for the connectors so I can solder them to the original wire, because the original connector is all messed up, and so they need a new connector so I can solder them to the wire. But it's just, oh my god. It says he is jealous and scared you might leave him. Yeah, I got that impression, Johnny. I think you're right.
You better shape up or ship out.
And then he says to me, "Oh, wait a minute. You like him? Then you must be gay." Excuse me, Ed. I'm bi. Okay? I happen to like the guy. I also happen to like women. So I'm bi. Neener. I already knew that anyway.
Wait a minute. Ed has asked you to marry him 2 times or maybe 3 before.
Right, and I turned him down
twice. He
twice.
say that? God.
Hasn't been confirmed, though.
That's misgendering me.
Has that been confirmed
me.
Oh,
wait a minute. Here's the thing that bothers me more than anything about Ed's situation.
Well, if that's been confirmed.
He thinks he's better than everybody else.
Yeah, Michelle, he got really mad at me. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Pretty good." And then he's like, "Good for you." I'm like, "Indeed." Like, he didn't get mad because I didn't ask him how he was doing. He's just like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Pretty good." He's like, "Good for you." And he got really mad at me.
Now, is he in bed? Because if he
He's
hears
gotta
you
be.
talking about him, he's going to go
I do
mad.
think that Ed
would've-
deep down
he's gotta be.
realizes that even if Noodles does have a developmental disability, as I've heard, that has more to offer me than Ed can. And I think Ed realizes that.
That's true.
That is true. But
Their statement.
I
And
think
he-
Noodles just wants to be your friend, Michelle. I don't see
I think
any
Noodles
romance.
wants to be my friend at this point, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
But for Ed, it's just like the Beatles song. You're going to lose that girl. You know, that's what Ed feels like. He's going to lose that girl, lose me.
Yeah.
If I walk out of there, he thinks, and this is a very big mistake on his part, that our landlord is going to find a magical roommate to move in, and everything is going to continue with a total stranger. That is not thinking like an adult. An adult would say, "Wait a minute, probably not going to work because they have to get to know me first. They're not going to just rush in
what
with their
fucking random
furniture
person's gonna want to move
to
into
a
an
total
apartment?
stranger's
Another random
apartment."
person.
Yeah. A 1-bedroom.
Yeah, like if I went to a landlord and like, yeah, you can have this place, but you got to live here or something. I would wait, what? No, I'm not.
Ed wouldn't even have a bed. It's your
Well,
bed.
remember,
You're
Dabs,
moving that.
what does
Would you even
ED
want it though
stand
at that
for?
point?
No.
What does ED stand for?
Like, I'd let
Erectile
him have it.
dysfunction.
I'll tell you, I'd really sleep on the fucking newspaper. I don't know.
I don't know what that is, Gianni.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
the point is this.
So you do, don't you? Think about it. It's
Oh, it's not the same thing as it's not the same thing as what they do over Kamakari in China or Japan, is it? Or
Yeah.
they say off
They have a
themselves.
chat, Michelle. So you guys sit down or something.
yeah, it's oral sex on a man.
Sorry, I'm not interested in that. Really. Look,
Probably. Right. There's
I'm just trying to say is maybe Ed and Milton John should try to shack up together.
in the truck.
Wonder what will happen when Milton
know.
John would
Those
feel
Those
about
two have
that.
a lot in common. They both don't.
Hey,
bark.
Milton John, check this guy out. He'll treat you like the lady that you claim to be.
Cleaner than Ed.
Yeah, well, where's Melton barthing since he went on?
All
the
of a sudden,
road?
I can see Milton
Thank you.
John starting acting like Daffy
Yeah.
Duck. Woo, 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 woo.
I think it takes stink baths in like restaurants. You know.
I can't get in. I can't get in there. Woo. I can't go anywhere. He's always there. I can't go there. He stinks so hard. No, I don't want to be here. I can't get rid of him. Welcome to
hang
my
on,
club,
this
kid.
fellatio thing. I thought cunnilingus was on a woman and fellatio was on a man, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah. But anyway, I think that would be the talk about the ultimate karma for Milton John, right? Ed shows him his door. He says, "Who are you? I'm your new roommate." What do you mean, my new roommate? Well, you know, my roommate moved out, so he told me to move in. I don't want you. Too bad, you're stuck with me.
At his door, at his car
Now go
door.
get my
He lives in
bags.
a car, Michelle. He lives in a car. You know that, don't you? Melton John doesn't.
I
have a
know.
car.
So that would probably make Milton John even look more and more creeped that way. It's his car, right? I get to see the for rent listing. For listed, 1 seat in the Subaru. $200 a month OBO. Oh, so then he goes, "Hey, that's cheap. I'm going over there to wherever Milton John lives to go park my butt in his car." All of a sudden, he comes out with a million like pine air fresheners, like a grumpy old man. He's still stinking, going, "Phew." Oh, you didn't see the dead fish in the back seat, did you? Oh, that dead fish is dead.
You want Milton park in the back of your property, Tiger? Like just set up camp like in the very back with the truck and just wander around in the woods?
I don't know.
Stop it.
The thing is that It says, "Oh, I need to go where the ground floor
Oh, shit,
is."
someone at my door.
Uh-oh.
But Ed has a habit of saying a lot of things, but he never
Michelle's
even, nothing
connectors.
ever
The mailman bringing
materializes.
the connector.
Nothing ever materializes. I want Ed to be in a safe environment that's appropriate for him. He has said myself, he said, this apartment's not for me. Then why are you still here? Well, where else am I going to go? Well,
Good point.
contact, and that's where we kind of run into a difference of opinion. Because I've told him, I said, why don't you talk to your medical team to get into elderly housing, disabled housing? And he's like, nah, I don't want to do that. So where are you going to go? I said, Ed, I'm not going to be here forever. I can't help him. I can't help him. You're sick of this? You don't live with the guy. I can't help him.
Yeah. Evident.
Maybe when Stan comes over again, maybe Ed can discuss it. Maybe he can help Ed to see reason and logic. I can't be helped by Michelle. I don't have any legal control over Ed's life. I have enough things to worry about my own life, never mind Ed's life. That's reality. Okay? That's reality. So the thing is that right now we got 5 subscribers. We got 14 viewers, 5 watch 5 likes. Okay. And I came on today because I kind of wanted to make it up that we tried to do a live stream this morning. Well, my Android phone's battery isn't holding a charge very well. Finding that mild battery in OS is kind of hard to find. After all, cell phone companies only make batteries for so long before they stop making them. I know. I might. Yeah, it was nice thing, Chris. I'm sorry the sound was a little bit unimpressive.
Did you go to Wendy's?
You got some Wendy's?
I'd rather see Ed call them himself personally.
Wendy's sounds pretty good.
Because then he can't hold it against me and go, you made me do this. I mean, he already knows he can't do it anymore. He just doesn't want to accept. He doesn't want to come to the realization that he can't do it anymore.
Yeah, he does know because when
He
people
knows.
say to him in
He knows.
Discord, he's reading it.
He's not that stupid. The thing is, he knows.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. We'll just charge it. That's interesting.
Sometimes it's like hard to come to terms sometimes when you still want to do something, but you can't, and you just gotta let it go. Some people can't, come to terms.
I'm just trying to say is, guys, look, here's the thing that's stupid. Ed knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, Michelle. He's got it made good there. He ain't leaving anytime soon. Gotta live a good life. Why would he want to
that money? He's got Wi-Fi,
roof over his head. Yeah,
you can't beat that price. Free food from the government. I mean, yeah. Why would he move?
I think Ed has to accept the fact that he needs to take initiative. Everybody tells me, you should do this for him. No, he has to do this himself. I am not enabling him to do it. He's going to have to get on the goddamn phone and do it himself.
Yeah, but if it was me, I'd do it just to help myself out.
Get like the process going.
Yeah, to get the process going. So if you did it, Michelle, you'd actually be helping yourself.
I already
more than
told him. I said, look, Ed,
Right, waiting for Ed
you're
to do
not
it's not gonna get
doing
it done.
well at all. Yes, he does. There's a house phone. He can always pick it up and dial 911 just as easily.
He's not doing that. He's scared he'll be put in a home.
What's the
Yeah, well,
emergency?
he unfortunately knows that he's got no choice. He doesn't have health conditions to survive on his own. He needs the support staff. He don't have it from me. I can't do it. I'm not a caseworker. I'm just an individual that just happens to live with the guy.
Yeah, it's not good.
If
for
it
him
was
to
your
be in that
dad,
position.
Tabs, first of all, you have a little more leeway. You're his son. Okay? I'm not related to Ed in any way. I'm not blood relation. His daughter could do it if she wanted to.
Mm. She doesn't want nothing to do
I don't
with
know what
him.
that means. It's purple leg.
His what's it called? He's got wrong with him.
It's according to Christy, she says it's stage 3, stage 4 lipidemia. He needs to get a compression fitting on it. I mean, mega compression fitting for maximum strength for homeowners. One that can put several tons of pressure on his legs in a single suck.
He had medication and he had a nurse seeing to him. And then when that stopped, he doesn't even go to the doctors now.
The problem is Ed doesn't want to do anything. It doesn't. That's what burns me up. He doesn't want to do anything to take care of himself. He knows he's got a problem, but he will not take care of himself. I am not blood relation. I can't force him to do anything. The court might be able to force something, but I can't force him to do anything. That's the reality.
Well, probably not, because there's people that live on the streets in bad conditions and they don't force them to do things.
Well, I don't know about the people on the streets, but I'll tell you one thing. Stan knows this issue better than me. And Stan works with Ed. So maybe Stan might be able to pull a few more legal loophole strings than I can.
I feel like we've had this conversation about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I know he had. It's not sanitary for me to live with a person like him. No, it's not.
Absolutely not. It's not. And
It's
you're eating his food.
It's mostly destabilizing, for one thing.
There's no way I'd eat his food. He might have been
I'm
scratching
talking
his
about the
own
emotions. You want to talk about the physical? Fact is that he insisted I do everything, so I can't really travel very much because, like I said, I want the noodles for one day. The next thing you know, that night he's sitting out there, he's bad mouthing everybody on Facebook, on Discord and Facebook. Why?
He was jealous.
He's able to diagnose his issue. He just doesn't want to face his issues.
Wow.
I mean, this is like the drama stuff that everybody talks about. I don't really like to get too much into it because I think we've been dramaed out over this. But the thing is, he has to do something.
You're going to wake up one morning, get up.
Oh, I'm sure, Gianni, I'm sure he went to Facebook. You can bet he went on Facebook and shut his mouth off up there. He always does. Oh dear, I never got put 2 and 2 together with him scratching his legs and then cooking. Oh yeah. This cooking's terrible. What else?
No, but
what is he putting in the cooking?
His hands
unintentionally or intentionally? Look, guys, seriously, it's environmental disaster. Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I mean, see, This I know. So like Noodle says, oh, maybe we should have a kiss and cry channel. Kiss and cry channel. Not my cup of tea. This is as bad as the drama channel. Yes. I was right. 4 a.m. He planned ahead too soon. He could have easily started the turkey at mid-12 noon, and it would have been ready by 12 noon or by 4 o'clock. He decided to do it at 4 a.m. because he realized that he wouldn't be up at 12 noon. I'm still scared, man. I'm embarrassed what the kitchen looked like in that stream. Never mind, that's the landlord's fault with the floor.
Oh, don't worry about it, Michelle. There's nothing you can do about that floor.
Move.
Well, yes, that's true. You could move, but again, we've had that conversation about you moving a million times.
I still have the camera mounted up there, guys. I just haven't moved it yet. Everybody wants me to move it over to the window. But now he put a cot there. So now he has a cot there. So he took on part of the train board, put a sleeping cot there. So now he's got a cot there. Well, at least now he has a place to sleep on. So theoretically, that means that tonight, if he really wanted to, he could sleep on the cot. He doesn't have to lay on my bed tomorrow morning.
You know he's going to get worse and worse gradually, don't you, Michelle? Like at the moment,
I don't think he personally cares.
I mean, he can't bath at the moment or wash. And then the next step is toilets. He's not going to be able to make it to the toilet next. Then you're going to be in big, big trouble.
No, he still gets to the bath. And the thing is that, look, all I'm saying is this is starting to gross me out. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
It certainly is emotionally depressing too.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why Noodle wants me to, find a better situation. Because he knows that, yes, I have disabilities. But the difference is I'm aware of my disabilities and I'm going to try to fix them. I haven't watched.
It is what it is.
I haven't washed any of my bed sheets yet because bleach guy Kyle is not too far away from the corner with the bleach. So unless I want my turn my bed sheets into tissue paper, I can't. I have to go out to laundromat. Maybe Kristen and I can do that on May 2nd. Just throw the stuff in the wash on the way to our after we go to the hearing doctor in Farmington. Or maybe find a laundromat in Farmington, throw in a few loads, go over to the ENT, get the ears checked, get the follow-up appointment scheduled, and then wash the sheets.
You only have one set of sheets, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I gotta wash the shit though. I can.
That's a queen bed, isn't it?
They're living worse than terrorists. Who said terrorists don't live good? After all, I'm sure they enjoy the better things in life too. Once a month, that's what I'd like to try to do.
The thing is, that mattress is probably riddled with stuff now. You should have put a mattress cover over the mattress.
What good is that going to do me? I still need to put sheets on top of the mattress cover.
I know, but I'm saying to protect the mattress from Ed, you should have, when you first started letting him use the bed, because that was a new mattress.
Yeah, well, it's a little late now. But my other thing is let's see, how long are we streaming for? Long enough, Loom. 2 hours, 18 minutes, 40 seconds. 49 seconds. Okay. So that's the latest story.
Glad you had fun at Noodles, and I'm glad that you're refreshed.
Well, that was nice part of the whole thing. What I wanted to point out was we did have fun. And that Noodles agree with me that we need to find out what's wrong with the ears.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I told him, I said, this plane sucks. I hate it.
Talking on the telephone to you, Michelle, is a nightmare because you can't hear anything
Right.
I'm saying.
Because telephones don't have closed caption decoders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually, there is a relay service that can work with that. Does. If you call 711 in the United States, it's a voice relay service for the deaf. All you would have to do is give my phone number to the voice relay, and then they call my phone, and then technically my iPhone would be able to answer that. And once they hear the it automatically connects through so I can connect them with my DDD. That's another option. People with hearing loss can use the teletype service for the deaf to communicate with the hearings.
But how about some hearing aids, Michelle? Maybe some hearing aids might be.
That's what the ENT is going to find out. Is if it's going to hearing aid going to help? Is it going to be a cochlear implant? Is it going to be surgery? Is there something in the ears that physically needs to be repaired?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's quite a major part of you, so you really should get that checked.
It is a major issue. I don't have I don't have any major tinnitus, so that's not it.
Yeah. That would really help you out if you could hear better.
That would help a lot.
Yeah.
Even me, I would say that.
So, are you booked in to get your hearing looked at?
It doesn't leak. Its leg does not leak, guys. Just to say it that way. All right. Anyway, yes, I do want to get my ears fixed. I definitely do.
Book yourself in and make an appointment then, because you're on a.
I made the appointment because, like Krista said, Shell, since we had to wait on the leg, Anita, you want to work on the hearing ears? I said, yes, I do.
Right.
Because the hearing is progressively getting worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I'm afraid about.
Yeah.
But
and
I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I can't tell you what they're going to do.
In this line of work that you're doing, you need your hearing.
Yeah, definitely do.
All right, Michelle. Thank you very much. I've had fun.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah. All right, all right, Krista. So I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye. So let me just grab this up real quick because I got to use the bathroom anyway. What about you, Paul? Anything you want to say before you leave? Nope. I guess not. Okay. So here's the deal. Yes, we're gonna find out May 2nd what's the story with the ears are. I want to know what is the story with the ears. There's something in the inner ear. That's all we know because my primary care physician said I can't see anything wrong in the outer ear. When I looked at with my ear scope, I can't see anything wrong with the outer ear. But you say when your sinuses get really bad, you can't hear at all. Then that means that there's a sinus problem. Maybe a sinus infection, maybe an ear infection. You need to get that fixed. You can send me questions. Yes, you can if you want. But I don't know how soon I'd be able to get an answer to some of the questions. Because there might be some follow-up exams they might want to have me do an MRI. Why not, right? They might want to say let's do an MRI of Michelle's ears. It's a head MRI. Let's find out what's going on with Michelle's ears. Let's check to see, maybe do an fMRI, functioning magnetic resonance. Let's see if maybe we can find out if there's some neurological issues, if there's some physical issues, maybe a combination of neurological and physical. We don't know. It doesn't mean anything bad, though. It just means that Michelle's No, it's not. Guys, my ears been getting progressively worse since I was 12 years old. Okay? I've been getting progressively worse since I was 12 years old. So, all right, now I gotta go use the bathroom. So let's go ahead. Just wrap this up. I will let you guys know what the story with the ears are when the NT when I see them on the 2nd of May. And until that time, everybody will let you know what's happening. Okay? So for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Stay out of trouble. Have a nice day, everybody. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.